number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. 'Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
A very good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining us again this Monday on yet another edition of Fair Play. Fair Play is that sports program that brings you up to speed with everything football, everything boxing, everything sports as they happen across the world, from Nigeria, from Akwa Ibom to Nigeria to Africa to other continents of the world. We bring you up to speed with what's happening in the world of sports. And today it's not going to be any different. I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have my fellow player here, John Paul. John Paul will be doing justice with me this afternoon. Good afternoon, John Paul. Good to have you join us.
Good afternoon, Danny May, and thank you for coming on today.
So it's the Christmas edition, and sports did happen over the weekend, not just football. So we're just going to bring you up to speed with everything as it did happen. The EPL, that's the English Premier League. We're going to come back home to the NPFL. And we're going to stay with the CAF Player of the Year award. That did happen just over the weekend last week. And we're going to bring you up to speed with as things unfolded. Yes, Ademola Lookman took that home. And he did not just take that home, but he left it at home because it was with us before. Victor Osimhen was the immediate past Player of the Year. And he handed that just over to our own Ademola Lookman. So we'll be doing justice to all of that in just a moment. But let's begin from the English Premier League. John Paul Alumona, we had another weekend with Manchester City. Your prayer did work. They didn't win.
No, I'm not comfortable when you continue to accuse me of wishing Manchester City woes. I had just expressed my view that in football you win some, you lose some, and that's the fun of it.
But they are not winning some.
But it's unfortunate that everything is going sour now. But that's football for you. If it doesn't go your way today, it may go your way tomorrow. So don't accuse me for that. It's just I pity my friend and someone I've been following very well, Pep Guardiola, for having a very bad time. It shows that some other coaches in EPL have actually seen his practice, studied it, analyzed it, and then know his weak point and how to play him. And that's why we're seeing all this consistency in failure, in losses that they are having. So, but it's not all hope are not lost. The EPL is still open, and I believe they can still get something out of it. Now, on that, let me take the results of the matches played over the weekend. Aston Villa defeated Manchester City 2-1. You mentioned that first. Then Brentford lost at home to Nottingham Forest, which lost 0-4 to Newcastle United. West Ham drew 1-1 with Brighton. Then it was Crystal Palace 1, Arsenal FC 5. Everton played goalless with Chelsea FC. Fulham also played goalless with Southampton. Then Leicester City, where our own brother Wilfred Ndidi is, they lost 3-0 at home to Wolves, while Manchester United also lost at home 3-0 to Bournemouth, while Tottenham Hotspur lost 3-6 to Liverpool. And then it's obvious that we had 6 away wins in the EPL. Only one home win and then 3 draws. So it's actually something to worry about.
I think the biggest for the weekend was Spurs losing at home to Liverpool by
6.
That was a 9-goal thriller.
Yes.
Spurs were only able to score 3. Liverpool a whooping 6 goals, and of course the first 3 came in the first half. The second 3 came in the second half. We have Mohamed Salah scoring from all sides. I mean, firing from all sides of the cylinder. So your own Manchester City lost. I am accusing you again because you had prayed that they should lose. That's football.
No, it's football. I still maintain my stance. It's football. That is fun of it. But honestly speaking, from the next home win, the next home game, I promise you they will win. After you promised us champagne for if Ademola Lookman wins. But we're coming to that. That is football, and I believe sincerely Manchester City will come around, and you will be surprised with the consistent wins that will come in the coming weeks and months.
All right. There's something wrong with Leicester City.
Okay.
They changed their coach, brought in a new coach, and they're still losing. You had said if a team is not doing well, that a coach should be sacked.
Of course.
Now a coach has been sacked. A new coach has been brought in. What is the problem of Leicester City?
The good news is that the January window will soon open, and some of those average players will go. I just pray Winfred will not be part of it, because after he played the very
he won't go. He plays a significant role.
Yes, and he had been very consistent and very good. So some of those players will be shipped out, and then fresh legs will come on. Some of the players they have are those ones that help them gain promotion back to the EPL. So I believe when the window opens for transfer, they'll bring in better players, and then the new coach will work with good legs to deliver.
Another team that have been doing well, scoring plenty goals, is Chelsea.
Sure.
Unfortunately, yesterday Everton held them to a barren draw. They could not score one, and Everton could also not score. Are we seeing an end to Chelsea's dominance in terms of winning matches? They've won their matches so that they've gotten to second on the log in the English Premier League, but they could not get any goal yesterday.
Yes, that is it. Everton, if you recall, even before now, in the last 1 decade, if I must say, Everton, they are always very strong at home. When you meet them at home, even when Manchester City were overrunning many teams, when you meet Everton at home, it's a different ball game, and that didn't change yesterday. So that was what actually, I believe, that kind of home advantage and whatever is something that Chelsea team could not exploit and could not break.
And how about Arsenal? Arsenal
yes,
win away from home.
I think that's the highest margin in terms of victory, because
over the weekend.
Yes, 4 goals advantage. I don't know what
against Crystal Palace. And now that's a back-to-back loss for Crystal Palace. They did play them in the Carabao Cup, where they defeated Crystal Palace. I think that ended 3-2.
Yes.
And again in the English Premier League, they lost again to Arsenal.
It shows the quality in Arsenal FC. If you also remember when the league started, Arsenal, they've been doing well, and they followed that consistently.
But they lost Odegaard at some point to an injury, and that did cost the team so much.
Yes, but
they
now
started losing.
Yes, but now it's just like Manchester City.
They have Rodri.
The Ballon d'Or is not there. So it's just a factor, because remember, like a team like Barcelona and or a player like Lionel Messi, for instance, and Cristiano Ronaldo, they have influence in a team when they are not there. And then Mo Salah in Liverpool and in Egypt, when Egypt is playing without Mo Salah, and when Super Eagles is playing without Osimhen and the likes of Lookman, the team is not strong. So I think that is actually largely one of the problems of Manchester City. So
let's look at the table. What it looks like.
Yes, the table. Liverpool, they are still topping the table with 39 points. Chelsea 35 on second position. Then Arsenal FC 33 points on the third position. Nottingham Forest, surprisingly, on the fourth position. I'm happy our own brother Ola is there, doing very well for himself. Yes. Then Bournemouth, they are on the fifth position, surprisingly, having 28 points. Aston Villa, they are on the sixth position, with 28 points. While Manchester City, of all teams, is
the current champions.
Yes, they are in the 7th position with 27 points. Now, if you look at 39 points and 27 points, the difference is not much. I believe they can come around. Then at the rear, you have Southampton 6 points. Remember they
We talked about them last
week. Then Ipswich, they have 12 points. Then Wolves, they are on the 18th position with 12 points too. Leicester City, I pray they don't go on relegation again with 14 points. While Crystal Palace, they are on the 16th position with 16 points. Everton, that drew yesterday, they are on the 15th position with 16 points.
Well, we look forward to another round of games, which will be the last for this season by the weekend. And we expect that there won't be too much changes on the table, because if you look at the points,
and those are the top,
those on the middle of the table and those below, you'd find that 3 points won't make a big difference, like we have in the Nigeria Professional Football League, where you have some matches did go down over the weekend, and there will be some matches again today. Let me take us up to speed with what did happen over the weekend in the NPFL. We had Sunshine Stars winning 1-0 against El Kanemi Warriors. Kano Pillars were 2 goals better than Niger Tornadoes that could score just 1. Bendel Insurance defeated Lobby Stars by a lone goal. Abia Warriors defeated the Ikorodu City by 2 goals. We had Remo Stars defeating Bayelsa United by 2 goals. Nasarawa United drawing 1-1 against Rivers United. And Rangers Rangers International losing at
home at the
Cathedral to Shooting Stars of Ibadan. Then we had Kwara United defeating Katsina United by 1-0. Today we'll have Akwa United up against Heartland FC later today at the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium, the Nest of Champions. Then on Thursday we'll have Plateau United up against Eyimba. Now for today, the match we'll be seeing today at the Gospel Akpabio International Stadium later today. Akwa United have not had it really good lately. Will there be any difference today?
Yes, there will be difference, because when they say when 2 elephants fight, the grass will suffer. I don't know when this one will be when 2 fowls or two chickens, permit me to say, because Heartland FC, they are battling, though they are in the middle of the table, but they also, the coach Emmanuel Amunike is resolute to ensure that he gives Heartland a faith lift, since he's getting all the support from Imo State government. He's not going to disappoint. And coming to Uyo, the proximity between Uyo and Owerri, it's not far. And then some of them, they also have their supporters here. It will not be easy for Akwa United, but as someone that is a strong supporter of Akwa United, I will be wishing the team well and hope that they get a good result. I believe at least 1 goal will be.
I have a concern. Akwa United at the moment has an interim coach. Yes. They do not have a substantive coach. Recall that Coach Baba Ganaro had left the team, so they now have the team's psychologist as the standing coach. Can Coach Imeoko make the difference in that team today?
Yes, he will make a difference. He's a psychologist, you mentioned. Thank God you recognize that fact. So he's definitely going to do something special. Remember the last match, actually, it was just a narrow in bias, I think. They were, it was a good...
Yeah, they scored first.
Yeah, yes. These guys equalized. And then just against run of play, and there's some mistakes at the back and all that they considered, which gave them that loss. I believe today will be a different ball game. I know Heartland will not give in easily, but at the end of the day, I believe 3 points will be that of Akwa United, because Akwa United, they need these points better. The technical advisor interim, Coach Ime, will want to make a statement
for himself
in front of home fans. Some persons have doubted his capacity, and he will try to show it. And then some of the players also want to show that they love this man and they want to play for him. All these are the things that will make a difference. And then this match will be very interesting, I must predict.
Okay, so for matches that did go down over the weekend, we had only 1 away win, and that was Shooting Stars against Rangers International at the Cathedral. What could have led to that 1-0 loss?
As someone that has supported the Rangers from birth, being an Enugu man, honestly speaking, I'm shocked. And then there's something, for me as an analyst, I am not surprised, because whenever some Coach Ogunbute is not there, when he's on national assignment, the team did not play well. And that is what we saw yesterday. He was there with the Chan Eagles. Luckily, they got a goalless draw
against Galaxy of Recall Ghana. You had said
yes.
Now, hold your thoughts.
I'm holding.
John Paul, you had mentioned to me on this show last week that Nigeria, the Super Eagles, the Chan Eagles, were going to trash
Ghana in Uyo. On the 28th.
Now,
Yes.
now
On the 28th. And they've shown the signs.
for the match that they played over the weekend, it was goalless.
Yes.
The Chan Eagles could not score one.
But they dominated the game. They dominated the game to the extent that the Ghanaian commentators were saying that Nigerians are playing like this as if they are at home.
Now, what is football without goal?
The Ghanaians were even chasing in the midfield. We took over the midfield. They were just running around. I'm telling you, the Ghanaians, the Galaxies of Ghana, they just had few goal attempts.
John Paul, in conclusion, we shared the point.
Yes, in Ghana.
Notwithstanding, wherever
Yes.
it was.
When they come to you,
John Paul, you had talked about the Nigeria Professional Football League as against the Ghanaian league.
Yes.
And you said we were far above and there was no basis for comparison. I agreed.
Sure.
Now, what happened? Why could Nigeria not win? We had expected the Nigeria would win.
You may not understand. The game plan
Please
was...
make me understand.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. The game plan is go to Ghana, go to Accra, make sure you don't concede. If you have opportunity, score. But if you don't have opportunity, make sure that they don't concede. And that was what played out. For us, the technical crew, they were jubilating because their game plan worked. You understand? Go there, don't concede. If you have opportunity to score, but don't concede.
I saw Guavon do some kind of gesture that showed he was extremely happy.
That is it now.
Back home, we were not happy because
for
from JP's analysis...
for some of us that understand the coach's tactics, we are happy.
JP,
so don't hold me responsible.
We had expected that Nigeria was going to defeat
Ghanaians or Ghana national team, whether Chan or the mainstream national team, they are familiar foes to Supreme League of Nigeria.
Of course they
Remember
are.
They came to Abuja and collected the World Cup tickets.
Yes.
So whenever Nigeria is playing Ghana, it's a different ball game. Anyone we know that. Even from 2002 World Cup qualifying match in Port Harcourt, I remember that match. It was not easy. I can tell you. Even the match, forget about the fact that I'm trying to tell you that when they come to you, even if they come here, it will not be easy. Once it's Ghana, that psychology that we're playing our brothers is similar playing pattern. Nigeria playing, Super Eagles play from the wings, the Ghanaians play from the wings, the midfield. Remember the likes of the time of SCN and Co. The midfield bat is always there. We had the likes of J.J. Okocha, Gyan and all that. So it was never easy. So when they come on the 28th, I will tell you it's not going to be easy. But I believe since our game plan had worked, it's going to work again. Because when they come to you, it will be 1-0. Just
if
the opportunity come for 2-0,
we keep our fingers crossed, and we expect that when the Black Stars of Ghana visit Nigeria, we're going to trash them because we want to show our dominance in football over Ghana as we've always had over time. From there, let's move to the CAF Awards which did happen over the weekend. We had our own Nigerian contingent at that particular awards, which did held in Marrakesh in Morocco, and as expected, Nigeria handed over the biggest gong on the night. That was Victor Osimhen handing over the CAF Player of the Year award to our own again, Ademola Lookman. At this point, we're going to listen to Ademola Lookman. Of course, he received that with aplomb, and of course, we had a very interesting point he made during his speech after he received that medal. Let's watch him, and of course we're going to speak to that, and of course the other persons that did go home with some diadem at the end of the
our own sister Chiamaka Nnadozie.
Yes, Chiamaka Nnadozie. Let's watch that, and of course we'll be back to speak some more on that.
I want to say a few words in my language. Ekale, Nigeria, Monkey Boboyi, Eshe, Modupe. Firstly, I want to thank Almighty God for everything that He's been doing in my life and everything He's been blessing me with. I want to thank the President. I want to thank all my teammates, club and country. I want to thank them for their support and the love that they give me. This award today is a blessing to me, to my family, to my nation, and to be recognized as the best player in Africa. It's something incredible, and I'm extremely proud of. Just over 4 years ago, I failed in front of the world, and fast forward 4 years, I'm the best player in Africa. I want to say to all the young children and people watching this, don't let your failures weigh you down, that they break your wings. But in fact, turn your pain into your power and continue to fly. God bless.
All right, so that's it from our own, the current player of the year, Ademola Lookman. At first, his dressing was quite different. We saw that. Usually when we watch CAF awards, we usually see players look English. But he actually did dress to show that he's a full Yoruba man. He started the conversation with his Yoruba language. And of course, he did speak to some issues that Nigerian folks are very familiar with. And that's the fact that you play, you lose, you fail. In Nigeria, we have a lot of talents. Now, harnessing these talents to get to the world stage is a problem. That was why he had to address that. So that was quite instructive.
No, very, very. One, just as you mentioned, his Nigerianness in dressing was very perfect and very ideal, because they made it look at as if when you are dressing the way I am, you are not
you're inferior.
Yeah, you are inferior. So he took that dress just like Chimamanda Adichie, showing Nigerianness. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, dressing Nigerian way and all that. He showcased that there, and is a good message. Believe me, when the Nigeria has the opportunity of winning the kind of thing again, you see them dressing in Nigeria. Yes, he has set a precedent.
It's true.
Because nobody prevented him from getting their way because he dressed in Nigerian way.
Yes.
It's a good one. And then also addressing the youths that if you want to succeed, you don't give up easily. For the fact that you tried and it didn't work, keep on trying and keep on working hard. It will come. It will happen. And then also the fact that he has played for Nigeria and then Super Eagles has boosted his career and made him to be a shining star. You know, if he had played for the Three Lions like his brother, the other guy, what's his name? The one that
we have a number of Nigerians.
No, there's one that he played. He played on that
for the Three Lions.
He played on that.
We have Chukwuemeka. We have a lot of them.
Yeah, there's this other tall guy that played with him in the
Three Lions.
Three Lions under 20, and he chose England
ahead of Nigeria.
So, and they are not even calling him there. That's the unfortunate thing.
Recall what happened to Gabriel Agbonlahor?
Yes, just 2 matches, three friendly matches, and
Yes.
they dropped him. You know, this young man, he's playing for Nigeria, and his name is running everywhere. He even scored yesterday to show you that he's truly the king of African football, which is a good one for him. I'm very happy for him.
I am happy that we had that back to back, and of course we did see some. We did observe some persons not being very happy.
No, yes, you know that
when he was mentioned, some persons
started leaving the arena. Yes, it's a good thing. You know, we always pray that God disappoint our enemies. Those who wish you bad, let God bless you in their presence. Let them see what God can do in your life, and that's the best testimony. For me, he didn't even know that some persons left. It's only you and I and few others that noticed because we're not there. But the young man, he's very excited, and for him, all Nigerians, all Africans, and the whole world are with him. Remember, he scored a hat-trick in the finals of Europa Cup and all that. Yes. So, which is a rare feat. And then throwing the ways of the likes of Amunike, Kanu Nwankwo that won it twice, the Osimhen,
Victor
and then Rashidi Yekini and all that. It's a good one.
And the way
I'm
he's
happy for
going,
him.
he might be in pole position for the next.
Yes, and even
He will retain it.
don't be surprised if in another Nigerian, even if you know him, to win again, like the likes of Boniface, and then he himself is also in a better position to win.
And we also did have Chiamaka
Nadozie as the
win
best goalkeeper.
the best goalkeeper.
Yes.
And there was already this controversy about having Ronwen Williams of South Africa win the best goalkeeper for the men,
Yes.
as against our own Stanley Nwabali that had a very good outing at the AFCON.
It's football, and I also believe, I think CAF, they try to be fair, since the Nigerian is already there, the favorite for the men's best. They just had to give another person opportunity so that they will not say that is all Nigeria.
And that was not all we won. Nigeria also did win the women's national team of the year.
Yeah,
so
yes.
The Super Falcons did go back home or come back home with the gong, and that's something to cheer about.
Yes.
It just means that we're ending the year 2024 on a high
note.
So we're looking forward to more expectations, to bigger things in 2025. While this is not the end of fair play, or while this is not the last fair play for the year 2024, because we're looking forward to maybe one in next week for the year to end, we're already having expectations. What are your expectations for next year for sport in Nigeria?
No, my expectation that I will go to Super Eagles of Nigeria, will go to Rwanda and get 3 points to
That's the World Cup qualifiers.
World Cup qualifier in March. That would be good. If we get that 3 points in Rwanda, it will boost our chances. Remember, now we're in the 4th position, which is not good at all. These other people, they have 7 points, and Benin have 7 points, and South Africa have 7 points, and then we are still struggling with.
I'm also bothered about how our players are faring in their respective teams, their club teams.
Yeah.
We have some Nigerians play in Sevilla. Sevilla currently is not doing very
At
well.
all.
We have some players play currently in Leicester City that, like we have talked about, and they're not doing well. That's not to say others are not doing well in their respective leagues. We have Bayer Leverkusen with
Boniface.
Boniface,
Oh,
and he's doing very well. Yes, we also have a number of other players who are doing well. So we're looking forward to having all of these players in good shape for 2025.
Exactly.
Because we must play in the World Cup.
Sure, we must play in the World Cup. I like that patriotism, and then the confidence in your speech. I believe the players will be hearing you that Super Eagles need to be in the World Cup, because if Nigeria is not there, it's as if nothing is happening.
And it's a wrap on Fair Play today. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. From me, Dianime Uko, and John Paul Alumona, thank you so much. Keep a date with us next week. God willing, have a good day.
Stand up, stand up for the champions, stand up.